Hello and welcome to Shift Banter. Today we have a real treat for you. We have the man, the myth, the legend.
Oh my God.
We have Ian here with us today. Ian, you redefining the way people connect in the NDIS sector. And it's such a great treat to have you here today. Welcome to our show.
Thanks, Solomon. What an intro.
Yeah.
I love it, mate. I'll give you $20 after the show. That's no problem at all.
No, that's I take pay, I do.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
I don't carry cash these days.
I'm super excited to be here. I'm not sure about what this is. Slight anxiety around this, but love to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
No, that's all good. Look, well, we're excited, and I'm sure the viewers are excited too to see you or watch your reaction as you eat some really hot wings.
Wow.
So this is the first time you're on the show, so I'll quickly run through the rules for you.
Please do.
So we have 6 wings. 6 wings represent 6 questions.
Yeah.
Each wing will be dabbed with our hot sauces. So our hot sauces have a Scoville level. So Scoville levels basically range the hotness of the sauce. So I believe we'll be starting off with, I think it's 51,000 Scoville.
Oh, wow.
And then we'll be finishing at about 2.5 million Scoville level.
Oh, okay.
So
sure.
it is looking...
These are big numbers. I don't know what the scale is, but this sounds hot.
Yeah,
okay.
To put it in perspective, the last one is called the Last Dab Experience.
Oh.
Now, I've been told it's a myth. And I know you know a lot about myths and legends, but I've heard through the grapevine that it's been dubbed the last dab because this was someone's last dab.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You just want to lay that little bit.
Just lay that out there in case,
sure.
you know, but I was told you've said goodbyes and you've done all that before you've been here today.
Mate, I'm terrible with hot stuff, so this will be quite an experience.
Yeah,
There could be tears, that's all I'm saying.
Great. Well, we got tissues.
Oh, God.
We have milk.
Yeah.
We got some glasses, but look, like, you know, if you want to pour, I know you're from the fancy side of Sydney, so I got some fancy glasses if you want to pour some milk in your glass.
What?
In this side of Sydney,
in
the west, you know, we're just
from the bottle.
We're just straight from the bottle, but the glasses are there.
Yeah.
But look, again, thank you for being here. As I said in the intro, you are the man, the myth, the legend. You're a bit of a maverick in our sector, redefining the way we connect. But you know, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself? A lot of people have seen you around. A lot of people follow you on LinkedIn and other social platforms. But I mean, introduce us. Who is Ian? Like, I think a lot of people see you, but a lot of people don't also know who Ian is. I'd love for you just to kind of introduce yourself. What are you doing? What are some projects you're working on?
Sure.
I can hear a bit of a Kiwi accent. For those that don't know, you are Kiwi.
I am. Let's start there.
Let's go for it.
So, Kiwi boy.
Yeah.
Son of a forester.
Forester?
Yeah. So I moved around a lot when I was young. Middle boy of 2 brothers, born in a tiny little town on the west coast of New Zealand called Hokitika.
Hokitika.
Yeah.
Wow. So, that sounds so...
Yeah.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah.
I was born in Hokitika.
Not many people know where that is.
Yeah, where is that?
Bushland, west coast, wild beaches, wild people.
Wild people.
And just a bizarre place to enter the world. But good family upbringing. Yeah. Although very much a working upbringing. Yeah. Like on tools, planting trees, on chainsaws from younger than what people would know today. Like quite skilled with a saw at 15. Wow. Felling trees, delimbing trees, just doing it all because that's what Dad did. Yeah. And to a certain extent, whatever Dad did, the boys followed. Yeah. And
how many of you were there?
There's 3.
All boys?
All boys.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mum worked as well.
Yeah. It must have been fun growing up.
It was all I knew.
Yeah.
But it was hard work.
Yeah.
And most kids these days don't know what that upbringing looks like. You got to remember, this was a time there was no technology. There's none of that. Yeah. But there was a lot of work. Yeah. On the good side, it probably installed a good work ethic. Yeah. But very different upbringing to kids today.
Yeah.
So, Kiwi boy, a super proud Kiwi boy, moved to Aussie 12 years ago for the birth of my son. Yeah. And I love it here. It feels slightly more optimistic and open, and the tall poppy is not as prevalent. So, look, community-based guy, slightly entrepreneurial, empathetic by nature, family-based, probably a lot more introverted than most people think. I think a lot of people see me in a space where I'm public speaking
Yeah.
and they think that's me naturally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do any of that if I had my choice.
Yeah.
I would rather just have a chat
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
So I still get anxious every time. And and people say, oh, no, you can't be. Well, we all operate on a spectrum, right, between being introverted and extrovert.
Yeah.
And I have to push myself well into the extrovert space every time.
Yeah.
I host an event, host any function, go on any panel discussion, or to a certain extent, any podcast. So
I had no clue.
Yeah. Well, what you see is not always, I mean, I'm authentic, but sometimes after many events in a row, I really want a day just to not engage.
Yeah.
But yeah. 53 years old.
53?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't look it.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
There's another 20.
I would have never thought you were even in the 50 kind of ballpark. Like I thought maybe 40s, late 40s.
Mentally, probably 9 or 10 years old. Like very, very young. I still have my boyish nature, right?
Yeah.
And I'll probably never lose that. Yeah. Although carry some weight of responsibility with the business in the sector, with what I'm trying to achieve. But I try and have fun.
Yeah.
And I try and see things through a light-hearted, optimistic lens. And if you don't want to, and you're in business, you might as well back up and get out of it. Yeah. Because it's hard.
Yeah.
Businesses are hard.
Yeah. Talking about businesses, you're doing a lot in this space, and you're helping a lot of providers like Aligned and many other providers. Tell us, what are you doing? Because I think a lot of people you guys are doing a lot of great stuff, but you're also working on something very new for the sector that is going to be really great for the sector. Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, sure. So the core business is Able Plus, which is Able Meet. So 85 networking events around Australia. So we're doing our calendar. Yeah, it is a lot. It's a wheel that just keeps turning, and I sort of break it down week by week, and I don't really think about where I'm going to the next week to a certain extent, but I often just find myself going to the airport. So we do all states apart from Northern Territory, and we go into communities big and small, and we bring them together for connection. And in our own way, we think we're really impacting. Sometimes we'll hear a result of a conversation that happened at one of our events, and it's a really good outcome. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes it happens and we never get the feedback, but when we do, it's really impactful.
Yeah.
So there's a huge amount of connection needed in the sector. We facilitate that.
Yeah.
And we are honoured to do that, because the people we are connecting are the real heroes. They're the ones that are being of service, actively listening to a participant, being open-minded about what their goals are, and giving something of themselves.
Yeah.
It's bloody tiring.
It is.
It is.
It is.
And
85 events. 85 events.
Yeah. Plus a couple of great community events. We do a Christmas in July, which is kind of our signature event. Yes. And we'll support a local charity. This year it was Coast Shelter. And again, this incredible sector that's already giving a lot of itself turns up with these incredible grocery bags full of just not only non-perishable food items, but personal care items, expensive stuff, you know? And then at the end of that night, we did this the other day at Ronald McDonald House. I was able to take all the grocery bags in, and it filled the entire lobby area. Right. And I was like, wow, this is a special moment. I was exhausted, but this is a special moment. The receptionist couldn't believe that this has all come out of the NDIS sector, right? Yeah. And that helps parents of kids that are undergoing a serious operation at a time of high stress. And if we can give them a little bit of comfort with a cup of tea and a biscuit or whatever that may be. Yeah. So we do some good stuff. And amongst that, yes, it's great to go to a community a couple of times a year and bring it together. What the community really wants is connection 24/7. And whenever you go through change of circumstances, receive an initial diagnosis or whatever, that happens when it happens, right? So what we've decided is to create a connection platform that does, to a certain extent, what we do at events digitally online. It's called Able Finder. We're super excited about it.
We've heard about this. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about this. Yeah, we're really excited to see this. I know I've heard that it's not piloting in Sydney. It's about to launch, right?
It'll launch February 1, New South Wales. Yeah. So
but it's piloting in some other places.
It is. It's currently in pilot. Central Coast, Hunter, Newcastle. Right. Yeah, and it's going well up there. Yeah.
I mean, tell us more about like what we can expect. Yep. Would love to know more about it, because I think what you're building here, it's amazing. It's great.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate your support. Look, it's been a huge undertaking. Yeah. Developing an app is a very expensive and time-consuming business. Yeah.
But a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah,
A lot of people
yeah.
don't. A lot of people think we'll just like you'll just.
Oh, no.
I'm sure just some template we could use, right? That's not the case.
No. Oh, people think sometimes you'll see using AI, you can build it. That's not the world I know.
Yeah.
You have to spend a lot of money still and create something bespoke and that represents the values that you're trying to instill in the community. Yeah. Now, we've had a lot of exposure to the NDIS community, so we've built something that really transposes the relationship by putting the participant at the top of the decision tree. So it starts with a simple support request from a participant, carer, or support coordinator. And that request using AI or an algorithm goes out to all of the providers that meet the preferences of that participant. So
that's good.
Yeah, it's great. And so the participant then gets 3 support offers. They choose who they want to engage with. Yes, I would like to talk to this person. So they go into a secure chat room, much like WhatsApp, right? Wow. So tell me more about your services. Who can I expect to turn up on the day? Blah, 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 blah. So what that does is just create trust. So through the conversation, you're building trust.
Yeah.
At the end of that, if you both like each other, you can progress to a service agreement inside the app. So it's really quite simple. In amongst that, there's a lot of technology about geolocations. Your business might offer one service in one part of New South Wales and one service in the other. Yeah. So what we're going to be able to do is say, yep, we're going to have a line care register here for in-home support, cell housing and community access. And over here, they're going to do allied health, SDA and behavioural support. So the app will be very community focused. So if you get a ping from a provider, they provide exactly what you've requested in their community. And that's a huge part of the app's technology and making it central to that participant.
Yeah.
So we think it's going to go amazing. It's already showing incredible promise.
Yeah.
And it's really just doubling down on what we're already doing.
This is amazing. Like I can't wait for this to launch in Sydney.
It's going to be a game changer, mate. Yeah. It's an aggressive undertaking because it is a marketplace. We need to activate both sides. Yeah. We can't have hundreds of providers and no participants or support coordinators. Right, and we can't have hundreds of participant support coordinators and no providers. Yeah. So they need choice and control and you need pings of support requested. At this stage, it looks very well balanced. So we're getting both sides of the fence filling up nicely.
That's important. That's important.
Yeah.
And where I can see will really help is a lot of the small providers that really struggle with marketing and trying to get the word out because, and you would know there are so many providers out there today. And that's a great thing, right? Because there's more choice for people. There are more choice for our participants that we support. But what can be very difficult for them is just even being able to speak or even be able to offer their service and get their word out and say, hey, I do this, because they're having to compete with 100 other voices.
Yeah.
So this almost levels the playing field.
To a certain extent it does. And on that note, there is only one price point, one playing field. So if you are a larger provider, you can't pay more to index higher in any registry to have advertising to fire the algorithm in your favor. We don't do any of that.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
it's all neutral. So for a young startup business who probably can't afford a BDM, I think it's a great option. I mean, let's face it, you're probably on the tools, you're probably helping.
Yeah.
And then for the 10 minutes you get to market your business, you might turn up to an event, but then you may not even have time to do the follow-up. So look, it's like having a mini BDM in your pocket, and I think it'll go very, very well for smaller businesses.
Yeah.
And it's certainly at a price point that is really effective. So yeah, it's a great tool. Like I say, it's been really challenging to get it to this point.
Yeah.
But nothing in life is easy if you want to make impact.
That's true.
It's just you got to push through.
That's true.
So yeah.
That leads me to my next question, because it's interesting that you say that. I love that you said that nothing in life is easy. Like you kind of. Why? I guess is my next question. And I remember, I think you missed to talk about. There was one thing, a service that you missed that I thought you would talk about, and I want to bring it up here. Is there's the referral breakthrough.
Yeah.
That Able Plus offers, and it's such a great course. And that's where I met you for the first time at the Blacktown event. Yeah. And in that course, what I learned was how to articulate what we do as a service, what we do well, but also being able to articulate the why, because that's very difficult. And for those of you that are watching, if you haven't been to an referral breakthrough workshop, you want to go there, because if you're a new business and you're struggling to articulate your point of difference, and it's important because there are 100 providers. If there's 100 providers and you all have the same message, how do you stand out? It's important to be able to articulate your point of difference, be able to articulate your why and what makes you stand out amongst everyone else. So I encourage you. This is a great course, a great class for you to attend. Ian breaks down and really simplifies it so that you're able to look at your business from a bird eye view and say, okay, this is actually who we are. This is what our niche is, and this is what we're great at. And this is how we can articulate a message that's very different to everyone else. So we can find the customers that we can best support. So but which leads me to my next question, because you talk a lot about why, and you're doing a lot of great things. I recently just had my mum's brother just passed away, and as we're sitting there, and families are coming in, people coming in, and everyone's talking about his legacy, the things that he's known for. He did this. He used to be a paratrooper. He used to jump off airplanes, and he was the first to kind of secure the battlefield and stuff like that. But outside of that, the legacy that he actually leaves behind is the work that he's done in the community.
Good.
And that's what that's what he's known for. And there are a lot of people that are coming, a lot of people that he's impacted. And I guess I'm trying to, and the reason why I'm relating that is he had a why. His why was he loved his community. He loved young people. And there was a reason why he did things. Why are you doing all of this? Like there's a you talked about the AI, you talked about the app and the amount of money and resources that you have to invest into this stuff to make it work. Why go for the bother of doing this? Why in this sector? Like, what is your why?
Sure. Look, my why is kind of personal. Like it's I've got a remarkable son.
I think we have a picture. I think Cameron, we have a picture of that. This is of you and maybe we can make it bigger.
That's my boy. And he's one of the great loves of my life. He's neurodiverse. Right. He probably tells me 5 or 6 times a day how much he loves me. And I learn from him all the time. Right. He's an absolute NDI success story, diagnosed as being on the spectrum around age 4. A young boy that was all locked up in his own world, slowly started to talk, and we saw his personality come out. But that was after hundreds of hours of speech and OT, all funded by the NDIS school camps. And he is such a cool kid. He sees the world differently. He's gone on to be mainstream schooled and was voted by the kids of his primary school captain. He stood up on Remembrance Day and delivered a speech without nerves, and he's just special. And
making me emotional. That's amazing.
He calls me up every day. There's a phone booth outside the post office. In the tiny little place where he lives, just up the road from the pub, and he's got my number and he's remembered that, and he calls me up and has a chat to me before the school bus comes and gets him. And the conversation's always bizarre and varied, always in a very specific niche, often dinosaur related. Dad, who do you think would win in a Spinosaurus versus a Tyrannosaurus? And I'd say, I don't know, tell me more. And then I'd pick one, right? And then he goes, Dad, the debate's not even relevant because they live 30 million years apart. And I'm like, oh, right. So this is the level of knowledge that he has in depth. But these conversations are fantastic. And I've noticed that I have a smile on my face when I'm chatting to him, as bizarre as these are. Because you've got to remember, there was a time when he didn't talk to me for years and years and years. Wow. Little kid running around chasing pigeons, not interacting with anyone. So that's a part of my why. I also love community. I also believe that we are making impact Australia-wide in our own way. And there is a huge demand for connection because all the great people in the sector realise that they are really good at something and they may need to learn a little bit more in order to give someone the best opportunity to grow and achieve their goals, just like my boy did. That is an amazing testament. It's if you talk about legacy, I would love to be known as someone that did their best for community. But to a certain extent, I have this something where I'd like to also help change the media narrative around the NDIS. It's something that bugs me. I'm tired of seeing the front page splashed with fraudulent activity. 99.5% of this sector is amazing. The people that I meet at events every week are incredible. There's a tiny little element that operates in the shadows that is doing the wrong thing. But by and large, this sector is incredible.
Yeah.
So that's what I see on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So we can change that narrative. We can start talking about it like this, and I can talk about an NDI success story. There's no way his mother and I would have been able to pay those hundreds and hundreds of hours.
Yeah.
Allied health intensive are expensive.
Yeah.
This is a 1 week block.
It is. Yeah.
But the change is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then you have to have trust. There's a little speechy playing cards with my boy, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my God, what's he learning from this?" But they have to relate to him where he's at, right?
Yeah.
And then slowly you see the change. But if you don't trust in the process and you exit anywhere along the journey, you're never going to get that exponential growth.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my why.
Yeah, that is amazing. That is amazing. What a great story. Like, and how old is your boy now?
He's 12, so he's a bit older than in that photo.
Wow.
So he's actually going to high school next year.
He's 7.
Yeah, 7.
Wow.
Big boy.
I mean, just the significance of it, like not being able to speak, talking, class captain, moving to mainstream school, like it's just wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You must be very proud.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud of him, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of his mum for backing him, for turning up for another session of OT, or trying to get someone to turn up to his school, which is in a regional area.
Yeah.
For telling my boss that I was in a meeting when I was actually dropping my son off and trying to do emails while I was watching a speechy work with my son.
Yeah.
For covering to create a good outcome for my kid.
Yeah.
People don't know what that's like.
Yeah.
It's hours and hours and hours of a parent's time. So yeah, I'm proud of so much. That kid gives me a warm feeling.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. And can I say, side note, that is a great picture of you. I was going to say, I thought for a second we're looking at Bruce Willis here.
Oh my God. Wow. That is another 20. Mate, this is great. This is great. This pay ID thing's going to kill me.
I'm curious. When you met your wife, I mean, did she think, oh my gosh, it's Bruce Willis?
No,
she wasn't.
You're the only one that's made that reference.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, truly.
You've never been. No one's ever said, "Hey, you look like." Bruce
Maybe
Willis.
one person 10 years ago. Yeah.
But you look like a better version of Bruce Willis.
Wow, thank you.
You look
amazing.
Yeah, that is a great picture of you.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, let's change the gear. We're gonna get into the hot ones.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Why not? Bring it on.
Okay. Our first source, and to the viewers, is called Hook and Arrow. So this will how I didn't ask you. I know I asked you off camera, but I wanted to ask you in front of the viewers. How are you with sauce, hot sauce?
Not good.
Not good. Do you like chili at all?
Not especially.
No.
Tiny little bit.
Tiny little bit, right?
Yeah. I'm at the mildest of mild end of that spectrum.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
What is like the hottest thing that you might like a butter? Like I'm assuming butter chicken, but sorry, that could just be there.
Yeah, and the hottest thing I've ever eaten. Maybe I have tried some hot sauce before.
Yeah.
It didn't go well.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in for
I'm
quite
worried.
an experience.
I am worried about you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Maybe we need to call like an ambulance or something. Stand by.
Wow. Okay. So that's just taking the anxiety up again.
Yeah. We had Emmanuel last week. We had Gigi as well, and Gigi was a trooper. She rolled through, and she had literal tears just falling down her eyes as she ate. So just to give you some warning.
Thanks, Gigi. I didn't want to be the first guy who's on the podcast.
Emmanuel was a trooper. I'm sure he almost didn't make it home.
Okay.
All right, so we got Hook and Arrow hot sauce on a Scoville level. We're starting off at 51,000 Scoville. So it's a bit of a sriracha and mustard.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so it's
maybe the mustard cools it a little. I like that.
Yeah, here we go. Ready?
Which one are you going to choose?
You can choose which
that one. I really like the look of it. I've been eyeing that one up.
All right, okay, cool. All right. Oh, there you go. We'll go light. We'll go light first, and I'll start here.
Yeah. I want to make sure you're putting as much.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So, you ready? So we'll dab. We'll cheers.
Cheers, mate.
All right, and then we'll get into it, and then I'll ask you the question.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad.
Oh, yeah. So they go north of here.
Yeah.
Wow.
They go north from here. So
I've already got a tingling thing going on, and if things are on fire already.
All right, so Able Plus has become a real meeting point for the sector. What gap did you see in the sector? I know we kind of covered it.
Yeah.
That you saw and made you think, yeah, I need to do this.
Yeah. If you cast your mind back 2.5 years, the NDIS connection sector was very, very different. There were the large format traditional expos that were probably going very well. And there was pretty much one company that had a monopoly on that B2B type networking model. So I figured under the premise of choice and control, there could be a new entrant to shake it up.
Yeah.
And because I've done some things in business previously, and some have gone well and some haven't, I back myself. And not everyone does that at age 53 with 4 kids in our modern family, you know? So I entered the space and I did it assertively, in line with my partner's wishes and support. And she's a huge part of the business as well.
Yeah, and she's great.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
Can't do any of this without her.
Yeah, she's so lovely. And she's so warm. She's so kind. She's always smiling.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful insider now.
Yeah.
So we identify there's probably an opportunity there. We roll out an aggressive event schedule and people start committing to our events straight up.
Yeah.
So that's the market telling you that you're onto something. When you're onto something in business, you need to double down on it. You need to do it quickly.
Yep.
So we did that.
Yeah.
We rapidly expanded to almost all states. We were bold, and I think we've done over 160 events now. So that's a lot. That's a lot of travel. But we also pride ourselves on doing a high quality premium event. We'll book a good venue. Yeah. We take the time to get to know our sponsors. We ask questions that elevate the room. We massage the event to make sure that there are different providers, a diversity of providers. So anyone that wants to come along goes on a roller coaster between all the different supports in the NDI sector. So it doesn't all happen by chance. It happens by good planning, good management. And when you sit down and think about an event schedule, you have to factor in all sorts of things. Where your competitor brands are going to be, where the school holidays are, where the large expos are, what communities are more open to connection than others. And it's some communities genuinely do seek more connection than others. And for example, Canberra is a very tough market. There are some markets that are very open. I really like Toowoomba in Queensland. I really like Bendigo in Victoria. Perth is a very open market. So some of these communities are more supportive of networking events than others. So all of this goes around in your mind, and we rolled up our sleeves and got into it. And now we're doing the same with our digital platform.
Yeah. How long does it take? Because I mean, like 85 events.
Yeah.
What does, like you mentioned a little bit about, like, I guess what that process looks like. How long does this take to plan? Because I mean, you got to coordinate, booking venues, when those venues are available, if they're not available, the marketing. Like, I mean, how do you have the time to even do that? Yeah. 85 events is like, that's wild.
Wild. It is, but it's achievable because we've got such a good team. Anna's remarkable. Yeah. Nairi's incredible. People love Nairi. When she gets on the microphone.
Let's give her a shout out. She's amazing.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she is.
She's so community focused.
Yeah.
She essentially runs both of our large community events. I don't have a lot to do with those. That's basically 100% Nairi.
Wow.
She's so community minded.
Yeah.
So tiny little team, punches well above its weight.
How big is your team? I mean,
well, we've got a part-time marketing person in Mariah.
I see that. She just started, right?
Yeah. So she's part of that. And then we've got the Able Finder brand now has Alex.
Yes.
So we'll need to build out that team in 2026 a little bit.
Shout out to Alex. Alex is great.
Incredible guy.
Yeah, Once again, very handsome.
Incredible.
Unfortunately.
Strong hair game. Yeah. So super envious.
Slightly jealous.
Yeah.
Just blonde, blue eyes.
I know.
Is he from Bondi? Just out of curiosity.
He actually does.
Oh.
He actually does live in Bondi.
I like him, but I also hate him now even more.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So he tells me the other day, he's at International Day of People with Disability, right? Yeah. And there's a girl that's coming along with the support worker, and she has Down syndrome, and she looks up at Alex and she says, "Oh, he's beautiful." She rushes up to him and gives him the world's biggest hug.
Of course.
And he said it was one of the best moments of the day. It was the highlight of his day, the warmth of this girl's hug, right?
Wow.
But this guy does naturally attract.
Yeah, and he's just got that British accent.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is about British accent that just is like it exerts intelligence. Like you just hear them speak and you're just like, my gosh, like your IQ must be 100 times more than mine. But that's great. So, I mean, your team is small, but they're doing great, massive things.
Massive work. I can't even believe how small their team is, but I do like to keep business tight.
Yeah.
So So when we go on there, to a certain extent, we disrupt the networking space. Not everyone's in favour of that, particularly the brands that have held a monopoly for quite some time. Yeah. But then I'd like to think by doing that, we were the catalyst for others to enter the space and do networking events. So what you see is the emergence of other brands. You see a lot more collaborative networking. Hey, I'm going to partner with Aligned. We're going to do a community morning tea, and the two brands have a synergy in the market because we both want to both want to achieve this. Now that's all great for the sector, and I love that. Because we have our own space and our own community, right? So, but I want to see more of that. It's not a matter of we're all taking a little piece of the pie. The pie's big enough for everyone. So I've been at events and done shout outs to other events that I really enjoy in the community at the end of ours to make sure that they don't miss theirs. So collaborative's overused, but we do look favourably upon others that are doing good work in the community.
I actually have another lead up question to that, but we'll jump into the next source because you did talk about collaboration. Collaboration is the hot sauce. But I do want to ask you something about that. Now, the next source that we have is apricot. Oh, yeah, it's you can see there. And Scoville level for this one. All right, we are jumping up on this one. Actually, jumping up. We're going double here.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, so this will be double harder than what that was.
Well, I've still got the residual heat. Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Oh, it's weird off on mine. I mean,
that's not boding well.
I've got cultured black. I was going to say, I said black. I'm black, so I've cultured taste buds. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm still singing, so
yeah.
This is going to play out really interesting.
All right. Which wing would you like?
This one, bud.
This one. All right.
Oh God. Really?
Yeah. Oh, just a little bit of it.
I want to see the same on yours.
Okay. All right. Here you go. Look.
Yeah. Good.
That's even.
Yeah, that is even. All right.
So,
am I eating or answering?
Yeah. No, we're gonna eat first. I'll dab first. Cheers.
Cheers,
mate. There you go.
We do this every time, the dab?
Yeah.
It's a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. How you like it?
I can taste the apricot to begin with, and then raw heat.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, raw heat. Yeah. Okay.
You know, your wife is South American.
Yeah, Argentinian girl. Yeah.
She would have probably smashed through this better than you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably nailed it.
All right. So my next question to you is, I'm just going to pull it up here. There's a lot of talk about collaboration.
Yeah.
But not everyone actually does it.
Yeah.
What does real collaboration look like to you from your point of view, from where you sit in the sector?
Yeah.
I mean, you operate in the sector, but you kind of help everyone in the sector.
We do.
So what does collaboration look like for you? Because we all talk about it.
We do. It's possibly the most overused term in the sector. And for that reason, it can come across as disingenuous when some people use it.
Right, yeah.
Which essentially means I'd like you to share your participants with me because I believe I can get a more favourable outcome towards their goals.
Yep.
And I'm going to share my participants with no one. So that is not collaboration.
Yeah.
Most of the businesses that come to our events do genuinely want to collaborate for good. But as a term, we could pull back on that and focus on let's join together to achieve greater outcomes because the collaboration thing is a little bit tired. That would be my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a beautiful notion, and I think it'll continue to be talked about. But all that says is together we can do something better for somebody that's probably not in the room. We're thinking about somebody in the back of our mind whose life we can impact more favourably or more strongly for good if we combine forces. If that's the genuine intention, then 100%.
Yeah.
If that's not the genuine intention, please don't say the word.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, it's quite difficult there needs to be some kind of change in mindset or the way we view collaboration in the sector because we're all chasing our KPIs and we're all chasing the business's interests and often it's quite difficult because you can't remove the dollar figure from the business's interest, right? Because it still needs to hit its bottom dollars in order to keep the doors open and be able to do other things. Yeah. And there needs to be some new way of thinking, how do we achieve this because so many times we talk about collaboration. Yeah. The reality is we're all chasing the same client. I've been CC'd in emails and I'm like, oh, I know this person, that person, I know that person, and we're all chucking in our elevator pitches so that we can secure the client.
Sure.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting one, isn't it? How do you think we could do it better?
Look, I think we can get real. I think we can get real about a number of things. One, a lot of people in the sector, especially business development managers,
I think I'm going for the water.
Yeah.
Go for it, yeah.
They're under a huge KPI load, right? Now, whether that's achievable or not, the entity doesn't really matter. They just want to put pressure on that BDM to pursue that goal. And they'll say, oh, it's a stretch target. So long as you're on your way to that, that's good. But in amongst that, as a sector BDM, there's sleepless nights. There's that sort of anxiety as you lead into those monthly meetings when your KPIs are discussed. And by the way, the same entity expects you to be empathetic, there for the community, loving, caring, and nurturing. But there's this very hard side to the business.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that side. We're somewhat selfless and talk about all the good side and just stomach the hard side.
Yeah.
But it's tough.
It is tough.
And if you don't hit those, you churn through the sector. Next time you come to one of our events, you're wearing a different shirt. Now that is hard. Behind the scenes, it can be very, very hard in the NDIS. The other thing we don't talk about is generating a profit and having
It's a dirty word. It's a dirty word.
Why is it a dirty word?
Yeah.
Because we're looking after vulnerable people, we shouldn't make a profit. Wrong thinking. Those businesses that are making good profit, paying their staff, paying their super, they have systems in place whereby participants are safe and protected. They are current with policies and procedures and operate a really good functional business. Now, I need that business to have some fat left in it at the end to reinvest and grow. If that's running on nothing, or if that's running on negative, you'll start to cut corners. Then those participants become at risk, your staff become at risk, the whole thing breaks down. Somehow, that's a conversation I'd like to change. There's so many good operators doing good things. Please let them make a profit so that they can look after more people in a good way.
Yeah. And that is a difficult conversation to have. How to have that conversation. I think guys like yourself, there are many people like you, I think, can lead this space to have those conversations, because they're not comfortable conversations that BDMs or businesses like to have, right? Because it's a bit of a, it's almost like the elephant in the room, right? We don't want to put profit above the participant.
Yeah.
But both are important.
Yeah.
The businesses need to make money in order to keep the doors open and continue the good work they're doing.
Yeah.
And if they don't, the participant suffers, the people that they employ suffer.
Yeah.
And it's because the people they employ also have backstories as well. You know, they might have sick kids that they need these jobs to do. It's a cycle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a cycle. There's a very, very high incidence between working in the NDI sector and also supporting somebody that is vulnerable or has a disability. It's the elephant. The profit is the elephant in the room. Beautifully articulated.
Yeah, it is.
I wish it would come forward and we could talk about it a little bit more. And those that are doing the right things in compliance are generating a profit so that they can move their business forward. Yeah,
it's a very difficult one. All right, moving on to our next question.
Yeah.
Now that we got the profit and money thing out of the way.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, so our next source that we have in is, now we're jumping up here. It's getting hotter. Now I'm scared of this one.
You're scared of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, cameraman would know, and those that have been on the segment would know. This one is called The Bomb.
Okay.
Now, this one hits hard, which is why it's called The Bomb. And I'm actually worried about this one for myself. You know, I'm worried for both of us. But we'll go straight into it. Which swing would you like?
Let's do this big guy here.
All right. Okay. It's so thick.
The bomb.
Yeah, there you go. Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay.
Why would I want you to put more on?
Gosh.
All right. So the roof of my mouth, just so everyone knows, already on fire. Right across my tongue, completely on fire. Tip of my tongue, as we dive into the bomb.
You know, so I was talking to my wife after we did the other few segments, and I was just like, I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I do know why, but I regret. I know. I don't. That's not true. I don't regret doing this, but I also do regret doing it. I wish there was another way to do this because, geez, it was hot, and I remember going home and I was struggling.
I hadn't thought about that. I do this once in a lifetime, and you do this however many podcasts you got to do.
Yeah, well,
you're the real victim here.
I am. I think that's what I said to my wife. And the cameraman said to me as well. I was like, I should have spaced this out.
Yeah.
But a couple of weeks ago, I did 3 of these in a row. Yeah.
Wow.
3 segments in a row with hot sauce. But cheers.
Cheers.
Here you go. All right.
Kind of a buffalo thing going on.
Yeah.
Quite a yummy sauce.
It is quite a yummy sauce.
I'm waiting. Oh yeah, there it comes.
Now my question is,
wow, shit.
From the conversations here at events, what are support coordinators? What are support coordinators actually frustrated about? Because there are so many providers like myself, many others that will be watching this.
Yeah.
We need the support coordinators. We want to have conversations with them.
Yeah.
We want to we want to have conversations with them. They're the gatekeepers, and we need business.
Yep.
What are they looking for?
Yeah.
What are they frustrated about?
Well, it's pretty simple. They're in search of trust. They're in search of integrity, and they're in search of authenticity.
Yep.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
When they make a referral to your business, remember it's an extension of them. So it's not just, I'll give one of my participants to you.
Yep.
They're actually handing over their reputation at the same time. So if that backfires, that's a personal thing.
Yep.
So you need to go so far down that journey to build that trust rapport quickly. And then when you get it, it needs to land well.
Yep.
So then you'll get the next referral.
Yeah.
And then you can get access to the back catalogue. So let's make no mistake, we're in the trust game. Build rapport as quickly as possible towards trust.
Yep.
Once you have that, your referrals will start taking off. If you do a good job, you can use time to your advantage. That was really hot. Really hot. I'm crying.
Yeah. Fuck.
My lip touched it. Freaking on fire.
Oh my God. Guys, I told you I was scared. Shit.
Yeah, thanks for this. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Please do not touch your eyes. Yeah. I will have to explain to your wife why they had to take your eyes out. And I might get a big lawsuit.
Yeah.
And your wife will be after me.
Yeah.
All the days of my life.
But the other thing about support coordinators is they work on billables. So let's be honest. Every time that they add a networking function, they need to get a result because they are possibly not able to make a claim against somebody's NDIS plan around support. Yes, they've gone to the community seeking additional supports, but it's not directly involved in one participant.
Yeah.
So they're time poor if they don't know you because they get reached out to so often. If your number's not in their phone, there's every chance they won't pick up.
Yeah.
If you want to leave a voicemail, there's every chance that they're so busy they don't go back through the voicemail catalogue. So a text message is often the best way. Certainly don't reach out asking for a participant. Reach out to be of service. Reach out to convey your key points of difference. Reach out with empathy. But yeah, because this is a tough business.
I'm sorry, guys. If you hear me burping, I'm like, there's no other way I could keep this in. It's either it's coming out of my mouth or it's coming out the rear end.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Ian, that was hot, even for me. And I'm so glad you're here, but I do apologize for the hotness because it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so.
Wow.
I didn't explain to the viewers the level of hotness this was. I jumped straight into it because I was so excited for this. That was a joke. So I wasn't excited for this. I was actually scared, but I actually skipped the Scoville level. Now, the Scoville level of this to our viewers is 135,000 Scovilles. So there is a warning here. Maybe the cameraman can zoom in, but it says this sauce is extremely hot. Keep out of reach for children.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not for kids.
So in this is red hot chilies. What else is that? After traveling, okay, it doesn't matter what this says. It's just basically hot. It's just basically the bomb. That's brutal heat. Now we're going to go to our next sauce.
Wow, the questions need to last longer.
Yeah.
All right.
How's your taste buds? Now give us how is it feeling?
So eyes are watering, tongue's on fire.
Yeah.
And that's right across the tongue, from the tip right to the back.
Yeah.
Roof of the mouth, very, very similar. And then the lips now engaged and tingling like crazy.
Yeah.
None of this is pleasant.
None of this is pleasant. I know.
But let's persist. If I'm going to come on the podcast, mate, I need to engage wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Thank you. And look, none of this is pleasant for me either.
We have our milk.
Yeah. The good thing is it's extreme heat for like 10, 15 minutes and then it kind of simmers out.
I'm waiting for that still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this one is that was a dark brown. Now this one is like a really dark reddy brown.
Just means it's got more chili in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so this one is called the Sucker Punch. Oh shit. The good thing is that there are 0 calories in this.
Yeah, good. Yeah, that's the upside.
That's the upside.
Well, what about the chicken?
Now the chicken, I apologize. I want to say I made these, but I did pick them up from KFC before we came in today.
They're actually yummy.
They're actually yummy. These are, and you know what? To add extra heat. So I don't think it's a true accurate of how hot these are because these are wicked wings actually.
Oh, you're already starting with heat.
Yeah, so we're already starting with heat.
Oh, thanks for that.
Yeah,
they were sufficient on their own.
Yeah. So we're already starting with heat. Now this one, the Sucker Punch. Now the bomb to give you the bomb. We were at 135,600 Scoville. We are jumping up quite significant in the Sucker Punch. What I'm hoping is, Ian, before I even tell you this, because I don't want you to be like, all right, fuck this, I'm walking out.
Yeah.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. I might flip the table.
You might flip the table and say, no, Solomon, like that's it. We can't do this.
Yeah.
So what I'm hoping is that your taste buds have been primed.
I like that.
Yeah, you like that? They have been primed.
Good mental coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have been primed. So you can do this.
Yeah, I like it.
For what's about to come.
Yeah, good.
Because what we're jumping, we're not jumping at 100,000. Yeah.
Okay.
We're jumping up 500,000 on a Scoville level. And this one is a sucker punch. We're sitting at 690,000 Scoville. All right.
Okay.
Now to audience, once we hit this, the next one from here is 2 million. All right.
Wow. Okay.
So, and I like that you referred to me as a life coach.
Yeah.
A bit of a coaching. Yeah.
Yeah. I like.
So we're priming you.
Yeah.
You can do this. You do have the capacity.
Thank you.
This is priming your capacity.
Yeah.
It's encouraging your taste buds.
Yeah.
And warming them up.
Yeah.
For what's to come.
Great.
Right.
Yeah.
How did I go? You reckon?
Brilliant.
Yeah. You reckon there's a job in it?
Mate, that's a side hustle for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I do need a side hustle. So this is thank you. If you do have anyone that's needing, which one do you want to go
this
for?
One, but this one. A big bit of fat chicken on the top. It's going to help me process it.
Right,
Thank you for dabbing, not pouring.
I'll just put a little bit. All right. It is a big jump. So, and my taste buds are still on fire. So I don't want to, because you do have work after this, and I do want you to get there. So here we go. All right. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit, bro.
There's a sweet flavor.
Yeah. Initially quite mild.
Yeah.
Surprised me. There's a sweetness.
There's a sweetness.
It's yummy.
It's yummy.
There's a burn coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
all right. Now, if you could change one behavior in the sector tomorrow, providers, coordinators, or the system itself, right, what would that be and why? Maybe let's start with coordinators, providers. Yeah, actually, I did say that order. Coordinators, providers, or even the system itself. What would that be?
One behavior.
Yeah. Let's start with support coordinators. Or support coordinators watching.
Well, I think they behave in line with the system that they're placed into. If you work for one of the larger companies, your billables are probably set at around 80 to 85% of your time.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're marking your time down in 15-minute increments in much the same way as a lawyer is. Now, that's dictated to you in your role. In business, you'll get paid a salary. Then the business needs to make a margin on top of that in order for it to generate some profit.
Yep.
And your billables are set at that rate.
Yep.
So that's the system, and that creates a high level of fast engagement. And to a certain extent, they need to cut through and find the truth as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Any support coordinator with any real weight in the sector has the ability to have a hard conversation, to pull you into line. And that comes with the territory. Because they're under time pressure.
Yeah, they are.
And so they're a product of the system. That won't change until either they get paid a little bit more and then those billables could drop back.
That's when you know it's hot.
Comes out the nose.
Running,
yeah. But I think basically the support coordinator does an incredible job. Some of the things they get to see, some of the things, these guys are dealing with people that they've supported for 5 years and they go through palliative care with them. I mean, that is a loss.
Yeah.
So
not to mention the level of resilience that they have to carry, the toughness, and even the toughness that they have to develop, right? Because when you're working with complex clients, the abuse you cop over the phone.
Yeah, I know.
Because perhaps the participants' comprehension level, they're not able to. They don't have the capacity to comprehend certain things. So
they project all their aggression, anxiety onto the one person they know.
Yeah.
So that you become a punching bag. Oh. So I've had a meeting with a support coordinator on a Saturday. The phone went off. She picked it up. She had a participant in a train station that was being apprehended by the police because he had a knife in his bag. And I sat across from them, and the conversation was so relaxed and deliberate and structured that when they told me what the conversation was about, I was in awe. So this was just another thing that had happened that week. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow.
And that was Saturday. That wasn't even in the working week. So imagine that rolling through your life.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a higher degree of churn in the cause, in the sector.
Yeah.
Tough job.
Yeah.
Vital job.
Yeah. What about for providers?
The one thing I'd like to see providers do, and this is from a networking perspective, is take the focus on take the focus off listing your services. Most people that attend events.
I'm taking notes here.
Yeah.
For our next event. Yeah.
Oh, you're pretty good at this, mate.
Yeah.
Most people that attend our events realise there are models, whether they realise it consciously or subconsciously, you're essentially an allied health provider. You're essentially a plan manager. You're essentially an employment provider. Yes, some people cross a lot of those boundaries, and that's fine as well. But rather than take that time, remember, you've only got someone's attention for a short period of time. In any networking situation, you'll be, the person you're talking to is talking to approximately 20 other providers. The one thing that I would like you to see you do more of is storytell by saying how your business has impacted a participant by taking them from point A to point B, and you were the conduit on that journey. My specific points of difference, my team, the way that I implemented tech, captured data, and was able to increase their plan specifically helped me achieve that person's goals. So we are emotionally wired as people. We are open to storytelling because not many people are doing it enough. And you will be remembered in amongst those 20 if you can tell me one story about how your business impacted someone's life. Remember, that's the whole premise of the scheme. So essentially you're drilling it back to its basics. So you can either spend 5 minutes running through all of your services in all your different regions, classic example of someone who doesn't really know how to cut through to an audience, or you can spend 5 minutes giving me an example of how somebody came into your care and through a period of time and the unique way that you interacted with them, they've ended up in a place, whatever that might look like, as big or large as that growth is, how your business did that. That support coordinator, that other person in the sector will remember that story. If you can get some emotional engagement, you'll imprint on them. Now your brand will be top of mind next time they're looking for that service.
Wow. Yeah, it's understanding, and that's interesting because what we fail to do is we often fail to understand how people buy. People buy. Yeah. When people purchasing or looking to I don't know, inquire with a business or acquire with a service. They want that emotional. They're buying emotionally, right?
They are.
It's like when you buy a car.
This is the most emotional sector. We're dealing with a vulnerable person. And yet we don't appeal to that emotion. We list a dry list of services.
The information like, I have this house here, have that. That's irrelevant, right? Yeah. People want to connect. Is that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. They want to connect, and they're happy to connect over one story. One story is far more powerful than listing your services. If you don't really know much about the sector and know much about your business, just rant on about all the things that you're doing and everything, because you'll tell me so much that I'll remember nothing. If you really want to make me remember something, and remember we are being competitive in terms of being top of mind in our desired space, post-conversation.
Yes. Yeah.
Tell me something that gets me emotionally engaged.
And, it's funny to say, because now when as you say that, I'm thinking about all the most successful brands. When I'm thinking about Coca-Cola, for example, I'm trying to think of all the ads that I've watched over my lifetime, and they're always selling a lifestyle. They're appealing to your emotion. Same for chocolate, same for McDonald's. We'll go back to Coca-Cola, for example. It's almost like, it's always I'm really hot. Someone's like, really hard, they're quenched and they need and then this person's getting a Coca-Cola and they're pouring it in this glass full of ice and you see, I don't know, the condensation and it just I just need that, like that's going to quench my thirst. So what I'm hearing is you say like that's to be successful for providers, because we're talking about what behaviors need to change for them in order to grow. What I hear you saying is that their approach to marketing, that needs to change.
They're currently giving the ingredients list of the can of Coke. What they need to be selling is the impact and the outcome.
Wow, that is, for the real, that is going to be great. Like, we can, that should be a post in itself. So you're currently selling the ingredients for the Coke. But not giving.
I don't care what's in the Coke. Whatever's in the Coke's in the Coke. But what's the Coke going to do for me? It's going to, because everything I've seen, it's going to put me on an island jumping off a waterfall with attractive people and whatever. That's what I want. I want to buy into that vision, that dream. Equally, I want to see a participant or hear a story about a participant who'd come from regional Australia, had never gone to the beach. You and 3 mates went down to the beach one day and put him in the water. You did this personally. It has been a lifelong goal. And he felt the ocean across his body. He was smiling from ear to ear. And it's something that you did and you were able to achieve. It was a bucket list activity. Now, that's something only you could do. There wasn't sufficient funding to do it. You went above and beyond. Now, that person remembers that every day of their life. That is a story that I'm going to remember when I'm next looking for community access.
Yeah. What about the sector itself? Like, what is one behavior in the sector that you think can change from your view?
That's a tough one. Look, I think by and large the sector is in good shape. I think the government want to see a rationalisation of providers. I think we'll see less providers going forward. They're making it harder for compliance. They're making it expensive for compliance, and there's a squeeze going on. And I think that's intentional from Canberra. So I think if you're doing a good job, if you're managing your business, just keep your head down and keep doing it. Remain optimistic, and the opportunities will come. Yeah. I think by and large the sector is in much better shape than anyone gives it credit for.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the bad news, it almost drowns out the great stuff that we're doing. Like you said at the beginning of this segment, 99% of the sector is doing. People in the sector are here for great reasons, but unfortunately, the 1%ers that are doing, not doing the right things.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they get a lot of air.
They do.
Yeah.
The news media loves negative news. If it bleeds, it leads. Plane crashed here, fraudulent activity there. Just give us a break.
Yeah.
The sector's full of great people doing great things. Give us a break.
Yeah. And shout out to all the people that are doing great things. I mean,
the heroes of the space work in silence. A lot of the hard work's done when nobody's watching. A lot of the care and support comes at a cost, which is fatigue, deep fatigue. And as we're recording this pre-Christmas, those people need to somehow take some time out for them, because life gets very out of balance. And if you can have some downtime, whatever that looks like for you, glass of wine, reading a book, day on the beach, whatever, you need that. Or else if the tank gets empty, it's really hard.
Yeah.
And that's when mental health issues come into play.
Yeah.
But yeah, the unsung hero of the sector is doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
But they're at the coalface.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm facilitating.
Yeah.
It's more you than me, mate.
Yeah.
And it's people that are working alongside you.
Yeah.
You know them. You could name the top three people in your business that you think are really impacting and changing lives.
Yeah.
That's the hero.
Yeah.
They often don't even get on a podcast like this.
No, they don't. You're definitely a hero in the sector. Definitely doing great things, and that's why we got you here today. Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, let's get to our next one.
Can I just say that last one didn't seem as hot as the one before. The one before,
that is
killed me.
Yeah. I'll tell you, the bomb was preparing you.
Yeah.
So now that it's the bomb is almost the coach of the hot sauce.
Yeah.
He's preparing the way so that when you're faced with a bigger adversity, you're ready, because he's already prepared you.
Okay, that's the role of the bomb.
And now the sucker punch is preparing the way. The sucker punch is preparing the way for the last dab. Now we do have 2 wings left, which were 2 questions, but the other one we need to get another sauce for it, because
don't tell me there's a hotter
one less. No, I think for the last one, I'll go easy on you.
Don't take me back to the bomb.
I won't take you back to the bomb. All right, here we go. Look at this. It's even clogged. That's how thick it is.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll give it a shake.
You're gonna need to. Yeah.
Now, sitting on a Scoville level for our viewers that are watching this, you're not gonna like the sound of this. This is 2 million. To be exact, it's 2,693,000 Scoville. All right.
Before you do it, are you gonna do a different one?
Yeah.
So that's usually the last one.
That's the last one. Okay. All right. So cameraman has just told me this will be the last one. So we'll save this one. I will grab another one. Give me a second. Oh, don't drop I'll grab another one. You know what? I'll go light on you. We'll go really light for this one.
Yeah, nice.
All right. It's still hot.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
It's still hot. So this one.
What's that color?
It is what is this? This is a sweet Scotch bonnet. So heat level, it's 6 out of 10. All right. So the sweet Scotch bonnet. This one is if I can find it. This is 69,000 Scoville. All right. So we'll bring the heat down a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I like that.
Before we
down and then up.
And then up.
Yeah. Up.
But we're going to be going up. So this is 69,000 Scoville. All right. Then once we hit our last wing,
isn't it like 2 million? Or
it's exactly. It's 2,693,000. So it's basically 2 million more than this. All right, so here we go. Which wing would you like?
This one. Save that one for last.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
This, guys, it doesn't want to come out.
Oh, it's going to come on a big...
Here we go. Oh, I will do the same. Don't worry. Oh my gosh. Alrighty. Let me pull up my question.
All right, let's do the dab.
Let's do the dab. I've been watching MKR, and Manu says this one thing. He says "Bon appetit," and I love it. It's my thing now.
Yeah, nice.
All right, here we go.
So far, so good.
Sweet, nice.
Yeah, nice flavour on the lip.
Going for extra bite. See, your taste buds.
Well, I'm trying to avoid that huge bit there.
Your taste buds have been primed, and they're good to go now. So, for someone new to the NDIS, whether they're a provider or a coordinator, what are some advice? What are some advice that you could give so they don't burn out or lose their why?
Oh, okay.
And because in the last thing that we spoke about, how robust and how resilient support coordinators are. Yeah. And often, even just providers, like we work with a lot of complex clients, psychosocial. So a lot of our managers, they shout out to all the managers at Align, like they often sometimes have to work around, they don't work around the clock, but they're taking phone calls around the clock because the level of complexity of the clients that they support. And I'm so glad none of them are burnt out. We do offer them a lot of support, but it is a very real thing in the sector. I remember when I first walked into the sector, I had an interview, and the lady interviewing me said that if you make it 5 years in this sector, that's a long service. So what advice can you give?
Yeah, obviously boundaries. As hard as it is, at 5 o'clock on Friday, you probably do need to turn that phone off. Potentially having someone you can talk to. It might be that as a manager you set up a buddy system whereby somebody has to have a buddy to have a cup of coffee with and share a rating 1 to 10 how they're going mentally. Now this doesn't need to happen every week, but I'd suggest a monthly catch up.
And do you think that should be would you recommend someone else also working in the sector with you?
Yeah, I do. I think peer-to-peer review is good because you have a common reference point. I think externally you can bring in people to talk about mental health. Yeah, look, probably a combination of those things. And not overloading people. Our role is not to break people in the sector, it's to get the best out of them. Sometimes I would suggest that whether you're going to thump the table and say you need to get 20 referrals this month or else we're going to reconsider your role, or you say, I've actually removed your KPI load this month, I'd like to see what you can deliver, might be a really different way of essentially achieving the same result.
Wow.
So I think we need...
That's a brilliant way of thinking. Can I, sorry to interrupt you, but that is...
I think you've got to do things differently because not everyone responds to the whip. And it's really our job, certainly as managers, to have people double down on their strengths, not their weaknesses, right? So you really want to push them forward on their strengths. In our business, I have a strength of talking to people, right? But I'm terrible with technology. So my partner Anna, I'm literally, we had a new have a great Christmas thing to load on your auto signature. She loads it for me, but I can speak in front of 150 people. So you've got to double down on your strengths. I think taking pressure off people, if you've got the right person in the right job, you might see an uptick in performance. And I think performance management in general in the sector needs to be more empathetic. And if you are delivering a business model that is profitable, maybe you need to look at yourself rather than putting pressure on someone on the front line who's taking all of the heat. Maybe you need to step back and get your own house in order. What costs is your business paying? Why aren't you profitable? There should be sufficient margin in this. What overheads are you carrying? Are you in a large office that just sits as an overhead? Could your team work in a smaller space or work from home? What are you doing that may have any ego associated with it? Because we are in the ego-free business and the businesses need to be profitable. Please don't transpose all of your pressure onto the front line because the coalface is already under enough.
Wow. That's a mic drop right there. I love what you said about ego.
Yeah.
And that I mean that is very confronting and requires a level of honesty.
Yeah, it does.
On individuals.
This is a humble space.
Yeah.
It's for humble people. There's really no room for ego in it. None of my legacy was about me. Yeah, I'd like to be known for a community guy and I'd like to help change a conversation around the NDIS, but none of that's about me. I actually just want to connect communities.
Yeah.
I want to have a business that gives back so much to communities that we're recognized for that. I am a very grounded person. I am of the community. I am for the community. That's a good legacy. People don't invest enough in their communities these days.
Yeah. Wow, Ian. Honestly, those are those are gold nuggets, mate.
Well, you gave me a slightly more mild sauce, and then see what you get. The other one I can't talk because all of my nerve endings are on fire.
I apologize. I mean, I do really like what you said about even just peer to peer, and what I'm hoping for after this, for people watching this, I hope that they go and do that. If you're a support coordinator, if you're running a business, if you're a BDM, I know the BDMs do this in this space, but I'm not sure
they
what
do.
it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, Erica, Stu, a few other guys, like they do. Gigi, they're really great. Like they've created a space for BDMs to connect and value add to each other and almost share pain points and figure out together. But I've never seen anything like that in the support coordinator space yet, or at a director level.
Yeah,
for directors to share, because for a lot of these guys, they work 9 to 5. They can finish up and they can go home at 5 o'clock, turn the phone off, as you said. A lot of businesses, the directors, owners of businesses, don't have that luxury.
No,
right? They're going to bed anxious.
Yeah,
they're going to bed worried.
Yeah,
because there's large overheads. They're burning out because they're not receiving, or maybe the projection of participants that should be coming in, or the projection of where the business should be. Those levels aren't being met, and there's a shortfall in projection, and they don't have anyone in their space to just shoulder with and just
Yeah.
So I really hope. I think those are really great suggestions, and I really hope people watching this would finish watching this first, and then be like, you know what, I'm going to call that person. It works in another business, and just be like, hey, like, can we talk and can we shoulder? Yeah, and it'd be great. I think it's great for the sector, right? Because if
a buddy system would be brilliant. It can be a glass of white wine at your local pub.
Yeah,
and what you do is you vent and they vent, and somehow it feels lighter. But you need to do it with someone with shared experience.
Yeah,
or else the venting doesn't work because they don't have any frame of reference.
Yeah. Yes, I mean, shout out to all the business owners, all the directors, support coordinators.
It's lonely, it's hard, It's confronting.
It is.
Yeah, it's a tough gig.
Yeah. I mean, do you have people in your, like, is this something that you do? Do you have people in your corner that you just
I've got a remarkable partner called Anna, and we talk.
Yeah.
And we're a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we both have different strengths in the business.
And does it require, like, you to be completely, you said ego before.
Yeah.
What's that like? You got to be honest.
Ego is an unusual thing. I think you need a certain amount of good ego to drive you and push you forward.
Yeah.
There's also a selfish type of ego that you may not even be conscious of. Sometimes ego is related to things that have happened in your upbringing.
Yeah.
And you'll inadvertently bring those into your business.
Yeah.
And the great thing about my team is if they even sense a whiff of that, they will chop me down.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's brutal. So snarry. You got to remember, we spend a lot of time around Australia shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, right.
And I might say, Solomon just invited me on his podcast. She goes, you make sure you do a good job of that, or something like that. And don't you let your head get too big about that, or something like that. Yeah, so...
Wow.
If you have
that's cool.
It's great.
That's great.
But I've allowed that. If I had a dysfunctional or an ego that was not good, I would surround myself by yes people. Nari would say yes to everything I said. Anna would say yes to everything I said.
Yeah.
And that just creates this Trump-like situation where everyone is telling you yes.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous.
That is dangerous.
That's a dangerous business.
Yeah. And that's great. I mean, and the evidence is in the pudding. I mean, you run a great, successful business. You're doing great things in the community. As I said at the beginning, you're a maverick of our sector. You're doing great things. You're known as the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why. And
I mean, God.
If we peel back the layers...
Nairi's contractually obliged to say that. Are you aware of that? Like, I've actually put it in a contract.
Oh, really?
No.
Well, I mean, if you peel back the layers and understand, okay, why is Ian so successful? I mean, you can see it. I mean, you have people around you that keep you accountable.
Very grounded.
You're very grounded.
The feet hardly leave the earth, like that much, and they're down again.
Yeah. My wife's the same. So very rarely will my wife will tell me she'll say I'm handsome, but she'll rarely say it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she's like, I'm trying to keep it. And I like to sing.
Yeah, cool.
And sometimes she'll compliment me, and then others she'll like, oh yeah, you did all right. I'm like, what do you mean? Everyone's saying I'm doing great. Why can't you?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, because I don't want you to get a big head. Yeah. So
she deliberately.
Yeah.
keeps you down.
Yeah, it really hurts. It really hurts sometimes. Because, like, you know, sometimes as a man, right? As a man, you just want some validation.
Yeah, you do.
Right? You just want to feel.
It's pathetic. We're all in search of it.
It's honestly pathetic how much I need to be told that I'm handsome.
Yeah.
How much I need to be told that, you know, that I'm great. If I don't get that,
wow.
You know, I will seek it.
Yeah. You'll go out for it, looking for it.
Yeah, which is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
So
you are high maintenance on those categories.
I am very high maintenance.
Wow.
Well, you're not like it because you don't need it because you're already.
I've never had it.
You've never. Yeah.
It's very easy if you've never had it.
No.
Parents said you were to be seen but not heard.
Yeah.
Parents said you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use it in the right proportion.
Yeah. Right.
Just New Zealand chopping down the whole time.
Yeah.
If ever you got above your station, it was just just regrounded.
Oh man, I love it. All right, we're up to the last one.
All right. Yeah, I'm feeling good heading into this,
good?
by the way. Yeah. Better than I thought I would.
All right, cameraman. So we're there. So I'm gonna pull up the cheat sheet here. All right. So this one is also 0 calories. All right. So don't worry. What do we got here? This one is from the original Hot Ones podcast. Shout out to them for the inspiration. And this one is called the Last Stab Experience. Now I'm hoping this is not your last experience.
Yeah. Okay.
But this is called the Last Stab Experience. The Scoville level. To our viewers that have just tuned in at this point, it is 2,693,000. So to give you perspective, Ian, this is literally a 2 million jump in terms of Scoville and hotness.
It's fire.
It is fire.
It's fire as sauce.
If it doesn't hit you now, it will hit you on your drive home. I do apologize.
Really? Like a delayed effect?
Yeah.
Like bombs going off on the M5?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Thank you for that.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. This one, cameraman, should I tell him? Should I tell him what happened to me last week? Now, there is a McDonald's just 2 minutes drive from here if you need a bathroom. Also, we do have a bathroom in the back here. Now, I walked out here fine. Emmanuel was also on the podcast. He was my witness. So I walked out here fine. I'm thinking, yeah, this is good. And I jumped in the car, called my wife. I said, babe, I've just finished the podcast, coming home. And as soon as I ended the phone call, it hit me. And I felt like I was hungover. Obviously, we don't drink. We're not drinking.
Yeah.
I felt like I was hungover, and I struggled to keep the car in 2 lanes. In 1 lane. Luckily, the Macca's was literally like 1K down the road here.
Yeah.
Ran into the bathroom.
Oh wow.
Ran into the bathroom. Just made it.
Okay.
And, geez.
Really?
Yeah. Geez. Like, you could.
You do realize it's an hour to my place from here.
Yeah, but there is a Mac. What I'm saying to you is there is a Macca's 1K.
So I need to put stops in my phone
if you need it. Yeah. Okay. But I've seen you in Die Hard. I think I've seen you in how you acted in Die Hard, the movie. I think you'll be fine. Yeah.
Amazing.
All right. Well, this last
one.
There we go.
Oh god.
Is it going to come out?
Well, it's clogged.
It's clogged. We're going to give it a shake. Alrighty. Here we go. You know what? I will.
By and large, this experience has been really good.
It's been good.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
This may ruin the whole thing for me. Apart from that one should be banned. The
bomb.
The bomb. Oh,
there we go.
Is that enough?
Do you want more?
No.
Yeah. Look, I got.
Bro, we're gonna swap.
Yeah.
Give me yours.
All right.
Yeah. Give me that. Look at that.
All right. Okay. Now, all right. So we actually have Jack Trainer on next. So
he's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He can take the heat, right?
I reckon he'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I reckon he'll munch through the whole thing.
I reckon we start him at 2 million then.
Yeah. Bring out all the hot ones for him. He's a low and slow boss from way back. He's got rubs and spices.
Bon appetit, here we
go.
Bon
appetit. Cheers, bro.
Well, so my question to you is,
oh shit.
You see a lot of providers up close.
I do.
What's one thing the good ones do differently that people might notice straight away? I only have one. I have a request. Just please do not hate me after this.
Oh, okay. So the tears are coming up, the top of the mouth, the tongue, and now the back of the throat is completely on fire.
Yeah.
And that's sort of going to follow me the whole way down.
Yeah.
That's just brutal.
It is brutal. It is brutal.
And you want me to think and do all that as well? Okay. So the one thing the good providers do well is they keep it really simple. You need to be known for one or two things in the sector.
Yeah.
If you overcomplicate it, you'll be known for nothing. So you need to, if you're a BDM, you need to attach your personal brand to your business brand.
Yep.
And when they think of you, they know exactly what you do. If they think of you, but they don't know what services you offer, that's on you. You haven't made the connection. You're running around with a personal brand that hasn't been leveraged against a business brand. So the best people keep it simple. Some of the top BDMs I can think of, I immediately think of their brand. I think about them, I put them in a high status in the sector, and I know exactly who they're attached to and what their key points of difference are. If you're not doing that, then that's on you. So the good ones, keep it simple. 2 or 3 points of difference. I run a business that specializes in the LGBTQIA space, and that's all I do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a participant that's this, top of mind, bang, bang. There you go. So you thought of someone.
Shout out to Tradie.
Yeah, or Storm.
Yeah.
Same thing,
Or
right?
Storm, yeah.
Simple, bang, bang, bang. So you can do the same thing. I know Solomon, he has great soil housing. He uses technology to achieve great outcomes, bang, bang, bang. That's all I want to know. If you've done that, then you've done your job. But a lot of people muddy the waters. We do all things for all people. My personal brand is somewhat drifting away from my business brand. Maybe there's some ego at play in my personal brand. The good guys keep it simple. And as you go around thinking about the various businesses, you should be able to place a face with that, because those are going to be the people that are going to be top of mind.
That's interesting you say that. When we're hiring people,
Yeah.
I've always finished my meal. When we're hiring people, I guess it almost changes the way we think about hiring.
Yeah.
Because you mentioned personal branding.
Yeah.
Can you explain on that a little bit more, what you mean by personal branding? Because you hired a BDM, there's personal branding.
Yeah.
And then there's also the company branding.
Yeah.
I mean, we often don't understand the difference or what people are talking about when they say that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I think historically in the NDI sector and almost in every business, people fell in love with a brand.
Yeah.
They fell in love with Nike, or they fell in love with something. There was something about it that resonated with their values, and that what's happening because of the prevalence of social media is people are becoming more interested in people and less interested in brands.
Is that something that has happened just recently, or is that something that's kind of been evolving?
Evolving over the last 20 years. So you can see it everywhere. LinkedIn favors a personal post to the tune of about 4 times over a business post. They want thought leadership. So what you want to be doing is running a strong personal brand alongside a scalable business. And as your business moves forward, you want to take threads off the business and then comment on it as an authority in the space. I just recruited so-and-so. The main reason I recruited them was because their values were in line with mine. They have lived experience, and I can tell that they are going to be a great fit for our sector. I'm so proud to welcome them on board. Please join me in welcoming them.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
So personal brand is super important.
Yeah.
Because people are making referrals to people.
Yeah, that is true. That's so true. I mean, I mean, outside of this sector, I might always buy from Tom.
Yeah.
Because I know Tom. I know his story. He's a good mate.
Yeah.
And I like him.
Yeah.
Bob might be selling the same product, but I'll buy from Tom.
Yeah.
So it's the same true for this sector.
It is. Even more so.
Yeah.
Because you're looking for trust.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And so long as that trust is mirrored by the entity, then you'll make the referral to the person. So personal brand's huge. Some people are doing it really well.
Yeah.
Other people, like the legacy brands, we still don't know who the leaders are in them. The biggest brands in NDIS are invisible at a leadership level.
That is true. That is
absolutely invisible. Still operating the same way they did 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who Elon Musk is.
Yeah.
Millions of people follow Elon. Not even that many people follow Tesla. That many people, right? So personal brands have outgrown business brands, and it's happened slowly over the last 20, 15 years. So those people that are creating a good personal brand, impacting the sector, are finding that their business is over-indexing the traditional legacy brands who are still operating the same way they did 20, 30 years ago. Hidden.
Wow.
There's a unique opportunity at the moment, and you're one that's using it very well to leverage yourself into a great social media brand to get a high profile and then showcase your business. Because everyone else's business is somewhere hidden behind closed doors. So there's a natural transparency about your brand and authenticity. Now, those two things build trust.
Yeah, yeah. Authenticity is an interesting one in our sector, because I think, how do I even articulate this? How do we in this sector demonstrate authenticity well and respectfully, right?
Yeah.
Because we can be authentic, we can also be over authentic.
Yeah.
Well, not over authentic. We can overshare.
Yeah.
And that's not to overshare, we're just being authentic. But like, where's the kind of, you know what I mean? Like, how do we do that in this space?
Yeah, I think
because we're almost public, right? We're like I mean, in regards to personal branding, like we're not as big as Elon, but like we're almost public figures in the sector, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. But ego free and humble.
Yes. Yeah. How do we? So I guess how do we do that?
Well, I think the people that find it most easy to be authentic are those that have a great sense of self, a good self-worth, and they go to sleep at night saying that everything that I've done today is in line with my values, and I feel comfortable, and I'll back up, double down if I'm challenged on that. So that is a good framework to work across. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with being controversial, but if it's in line with your genuine thoughts,
that's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah,
being authentic about being controversial.
Yeah. But let's push the boundaries. Nobody likes someone that plays it safe all the time. Those sort of people don't get a voice. They don't get invited on podcasts because they just talk generic crap. You need somebody that's going to express some views that are heartfelt. But authenticity comes from being able to say that, even if it's controversial, and then believe it and back it up and defend it, because that's something that is part of your DNA. Now, not everyone has that. It comes with a confidence and it comes over time, but that's the authenticity that people like. And if they're part of your tribe, they will migrate towards it. If they're not in alignment with you, you're not going to get everyone. Let's be aware of that. If you're in a popularity game and you want to be everyone's friend, it's not going to work. It's going to be a punish. But yeah, genuine authenticity comes from a strong sense of self-worth, a sense of confidence, and an inherent belief in yourself.
Beautifully articulated. Oh, Ian, you've made it through.
Really?
Yeah.
No more?
No more, that's it.
Wow.
How are you feeling?
My mouth's on fire.
Yeah.
There's a mild sense of satisfaction having actually survived the podcast. I'm very concerned about the drive home, and I'll go back to this one being the hottest one. I don't care about your bloody index.
Yeah.
This one is a killer.
Yeah. It is. And you know what? It's funny you say that, because every single cameraman's agreeing. Like, every single person that's done this has said this is the hottest.
Yeah.
There is a significant jump between these.
Yeah.
And this one is hot. But as I mentioned earlier, this is the one that paves the way for these two, prepares you.
Yeah.
So these two are extremely hot.
Yeah.
But you remember this one, because this one paved the way for you.
That's the one I remember. Yeah. Hopefully not tonight in the bathroom.
Yeah. I do apologize to your wife, but I do apologize to Ian, man. Look, I do want to say, you are doing great things.
Thank you.
Great things in this sector. You're helping a lot of businesses, like the business I work for, Aligned. You've been able to help us articulate our point of difference. I think up until that point, we were like a lot of the providers you mentioned, kind of just, we're doing everything. What we've been able to do now is because we've articulated our point of difference, we can work more efficiently, effectively. We know what we're good at, and we can just hone in on that and market that. So thank you. And also thank you for the work that you're doing in this sector. I specifically use the word maverick. I enjoy that. I like the sound of it. But I use that word because I think, and you mentioned something, you said disrupting the space. And I think what you and your team have been able to do, you've pioneered this, but you've disrupted the space in a good way that's allowed for more collaboration, more outside thinking, more innovation. And if more people do that, this sector succeeds.
Yeah.
This sector wins. And it wins because we're creating a space that's better for the participants that we support, right? We're at an awards night a few months ago, and just to see the level of innovation that's happening in this space, like there was a provider that won an award because they're helping participants create, like, if they want to be like YouTubers and stuff like that.
Cool.
And it's so cool.
Yeah.
Right. So cool. Like,
and they have a captive audience and a loyal audience.
Yeah. So like if they want to, so they've basically set up a studio.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, they basically set up a studio, and they I wish I remember their name, but they're based in Melbourne. They've set up a studio, and you can come in. There's props everywhere, and you can come in, and they have a team that will film. So if you want to do like a game show, or they'll come in, they'll help you go viral. But if that's your interest, and I think a lot of these things didn't exist before. If you look back 5-6 years ago, before the NDIS, and what you're doing really well, and I say that because I'm tying it back to you, is what you're doing really well is you're shining a spotlight on the sector, and you're showing everybody how great this sector is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You know, the great things that have come out of this sector for so many people like your son. And then you're also you're creating a space, and you're allowing us, and I don't think you even realize it, by being innovative, you're indirectly encouraging other people to think creatively. Okay, Ian's done this. What else can we do? And think outside the box. Because for so long, like you mentioned, the legacy brands have held the market, and there's been no real innovation. There's been no collaboration. Now,
fairly limited.
You know, there's almost like not almost. There's between organizations, everyone's working together.
Yeah. And
this didn't exist a few years ago.
No.
But because your events are so inviting, it's community based. You know, a lot of these events are held at RSL clubs. At the bottom, there's restaurants.
Yeah.
So whilst we're talking, people are going downstairs to the bottom, and they're having a steak and they're having a steak together. They're having coffee together, and you're creating a room where people outside of this space, people might not talk. In this space, people are talking. They're sharing ideas.
Yeah.
They're sharing thoughts, and it's allowing people to dream and create a better space. And I think there's a saying, and I'm probably going to butcher this. I remember I said this at one of your events, and I butchered it, and I'm going to butcher it again. But we're standing on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
And you know, this sector is what it is today because there have been people that have come before us.
Yeah, sure.
And they've paved the way to what it is now. Whether it be legislation, whether it be collaboration, whether it be innovation, we're here today in this present.
Yeah.
And you're one of the guys that is creating a new way, right? A new space and we might not see the dividends of that now, but in a few years' time, this space will be a lot different. And there'll be people that are going to transition into this space, come and work, and they'll be able to step into this space in a year or 3 or 4 years' time, in a space that looks totally different because you've done the groundwork here. So this space is going to look very different then in another couple of years because of people like you. So the people in the future are going to be standing off giants like you, and then moving our space into even bigger and greater things. So so 50, it's gone up the price, $100 now.
Yeah.
But I say that because we do want to honor you.
Thank you,
for all of our viewers that are watching, I know that they would probably be saying the same thing. Comment or shoot Ian a direct message. You know, we've been able to get our voice out of what we do because of your space.
Mate, it's such a compliment, and thank you for those kind words.
Thank you.
And I will accept them on behalf of my team.
Yeah.
And to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
You went to an evening where people were acknowledged for hard work. It's a lovely thing because people don't see all the hard work behind the scenes.
No, they don't.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks for inviting me onto the podcast.
You're welcome.
Thank you for torturing my mouth, my esophagus, my lips. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's been a pleasure torturing your lips.
Can we have a milk? Can we do a cheers?
Can we do a cheers
as a final thing?
Yeah.
Because I just need to cleanse this palate just a little bit more. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. That's it. We're done.
It was fucking awesome.
No, Ian, thank you very much. Honestly, I meant every word.
Something sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's a gummy.
Yeah.
It's a THC.
I meant every word, mate. You're a giant in this sector. You know, guys like myself, Jack, trainer, many others. You know, we've been able to help our businesses through your platform. But we've been able to. It's almost like the Midas touch. Like, you know, we've been able to think imaginatively and innovatively about like what's next.
Yeah, cool.
You know, and that's because
you've always got to be working on a big project.
You've created this space, so thank you, man. And so I really wanted to have you on.
Enjoyed every minute of it.
Thank you.
Maybe not. I keep forgetting the name.
The bomb.
The bomb. Maybe not the bomb.